Busia for your mama na mo kwaba daily update we for fra but my then say over subscribe like videos no. Share na busia so kyerɛ wadwen. Abusia yen share me kra no. I mean but asɛm na mo betie na asɛm a mo beti ehun to fan kyerɛ mo abusia. Total blackout course na ya tisi akra total blackout sometimes network na break no abusia. Nkɔfo bi raise issue say ade we dress rehearsals to say some political parties be are planning as on be issue during the December 7th election and they will decide who is going to be the president of Ghana. Nabusia. So we say asimre no credit abusia Ghana see it me statistic because nkɔfo we brain train say during election and we be so man will be who the ekoso man ebasa will be no who the ekoso man Ghana mo because see akra na yen use network use data for our personal things no total blackout no ba abusia hu say dem nkɔfo bebre hu say me kyerɛ mo na abusia ade for man Ghana hu nyina no election be koso no nkɔfo bi deliberately esabe my internet na shut down the abusia na enye ade a say Ghana for tenase abusia me nka say no kra abusia nyam na me ka abusia hu nam Johannesburg na dia betuja na abusia ya allegedly ebetima ba say no kra na ebetima ba say nyɛ no kra nti abusia yen say me kra mo me enko ne nkuti Johannesburg abra o tuja we ekyerɛ o man Ghana.
This morning, somebody raised the question yesterday that, oh, this week we haven't spoken about any record. This morning, somebody mentioned it, and yesterday. I'll show you some record. And you know, yesterday we had Doomnet. Doomnet. Yesterday we had Doomnet. People have been talking about Doomsaw. Well, I say it is Doomshare. But yesterday we had Doomnet because the internet was off. It's been explained to us that now Mami Water is chewing cable, maybe because the underground cables, the underwater cables and all of that. But then I asked a big question. What if? What if we wake up another morning in the future and we have another Doomnet? How would we survive? What if we woke up another morning in the future and have Doomnet and we ask the questions? Would we be told that we should not worry because this has happened before? What if we woke up in the future and we had another Doomnet and people were confused and the economic impact of the Doomnet was so biting that even the telcos do not understand what's going on and the whole nation was going to lose some money? Because yesterday, I can tell you, people couldn't transact the normal businesses that they do or they conduct on the internet because there was Doomnet. What if? What if this Doomnet happens on an election day? How would people react? What kind of explanations will be given? And what kind of explanations and understanding will be reached? The midpoint. Because we do know that elections have a very, very hot temperature, if you will, in this country. Even though we are very, very democratic. But when it comes to elections, people are very, 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 very sensitive. And yesterday, people started pushing their own theories that this might be a dress rehearsal for the future. That's December 7. What if it is not true? But also, what if that is true? What if it is not true that yesterday what happened was a dress rehearsal? And what if it is true that yesterday what happened, the Doomnet, is a dress rehearsal for December 7? And if it does happen, what would our national security say? If it happens, what will our government say? Would we leave it to Mr. Joe Anoche and the NCA to explain and the telcos to explain? Because clearly the telcos did not see this coming. What if people do not understand the explanations that are being given to them and they decide to do things the way they want to do? What if? So count it all joy that this perhaps happened in March. People are raising the questions, and I hope that officialdom will not brush these concerns that people are raising. Some will say they are, well, theories that cannot be firmly grounded, so forget about them. But I'm sure that those who are the security couples know that you consider all the views, and then based on that, you strategically intervene where you have to intervene. So the what ifs will come. The if and the buts will come. The ultimate is that people want their internet when they need it. And if they cannot have their internet when they need it, whether they are transmitting electoral results, whether they are sending an email to a business partner, whether they are using it to download videos to analyze or audios, whatever they are using their internet for, internet which they have paid, which is not a privilege but a right, they need to get that internet, especially in a digitalized era. Because every morning when we wake up, we're told about digitalization. So those who are at the helm of affairs must ensure that this doomnet, it doesn't happen again. This doomnet, it doesn't happen again, because people will ask, what if? Now, yesterday also, they say, oh, Ghana, yesterday also, the vice president launched.
Obusians never call as someone or become about Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumiano. Obusians someone waka about the doomnet, I total blackout of the internet. Then I was wondering your phone say, as some uncle for the Namke can say dress rehearsals for the December election, December 7th election. Obviously, I was wondering Chelsea, say election because of 2024. Almost say dress rehearsals. Obviously, I was wondering Chelsea. I see a bit during election, not total internet blackout. Obviously, just imagine. Obviously, I was doing said then because of my Ghana. Same passe and the cresse. Saudi is just a dressing rehearsal. Somebody check it, how effective it will be during election. Obviously, wow, for summary, just look at currently, current state, time my internet to go out. Obviously, I said now who's me till just because I want to make a TikTok. Now, we read the old person check it the air because of my Ghana. So who the work winning, the baby deal so a book or my Ghana, a dinner matter to crime. The over better to future, which you vote for will be about better to future amount. Which enough the who say, who crime before so. Now, who the or when answer dear or calling man answer the will lose. How will you feel? We cry yeah, use data for our personal things now. We're desperate. Look at how desperate people are. Now, if we do election, not total blackout of the internet be well. Just imagine. We also try to we shall try to comment section. We will be anchor say and the way address rehearsals for anything. We are asking the question, say, is it true? And I say it's true. If it's true, how will it affect our elections? Reaction being a Ghana for Subinya. Just imagine a total blackout during election. Easy. It was an intelligent his. I know TN's more because Dr. Mahmoud and so on.
For children, they say, oh, Ghana card at birth. And then somebody asked me yesterday, I went to eat Kesi somewhere. Somebody asked me a question. He said, but we are doing Ghana card for the children, but their parents do not have Ghana card. We are doing Ghana card for the children at birth, but some of the parents, they do not have Ghana card. I didn't understand it until I left the place and I started thinking about it, that it's true. People have queued to register for their Ghana card. This morning, people will be asked to pay money to get their Ghana card. This morning, people will be making frantic efforts to be able to get their Ghana card. We have not solved that one. And you know that in this country, in a not so distant future, we were told that if you don't have a Ghana card, your SIM card will be, all the threats that came from officialdom, the deadlines and everything else. Agreeable, there are some who are stubborn academy, who did not take advantage of the whole arrangement when it came closer to them. But there are those who genuinely do not have their Ghana card up to now, up to date. And we know there have been a lot of factors, including money and many other things. But the question the gentleman asked me, that the children are going to get Ghana card at birth, but the parents from whom they draw their nationality, they do not have the Ghana card. And you know that in this country, we have had a court that ruled that the birth certificate is not proof of nationality. You know how that is. I find it very strange, but it is what it is. And you need to have a Ghana card to prove so. But the parents who will give the children their nationality, themselves do not have Ghana card, but their children will get Ghana card. It's a miracle. It's a big miracle. Now, let's talk. It has been proven that indeed there were intentions to charge $20 on all round trips. And some were even asking the question, does it include local trips? So I'm going to Tamale to see my chief. Does it include that? And I say we have dug ourselves so deep into a hole that if we don't change the way we do things, no amount of revenue will be enough to do anything. We need to change our ways. And it is only the ear that has an opening that is willing to hear that will hear. Have a good morning. Please call me 055 924 2717 05. Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
You need to lower the volume on the radio set, if not.
Johnny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Johnny. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Kaswaboga.
Yeah, Johnny, this is Kaswaboga.
Yes, boss.
In this country, I don't know whether we don't learn or we don't have sense, but there's something called disaster management.
Right.
Okay? And we all know this. And so, as a country, if we have undersea marine fiber for our internet, we must have satellite too as a backup. And that is what we call disaster management. So that when something happens to the main channel, which is the marine fiber, then we go satellite.
You mean plan A, B, and C, eh?
Exactly. But as it is, as you always say, we're not a serious country, so we don't have any disaster management plans in place. So one goes off and we're all off. And the what ifs we're talking about, Johnny, I don't know, but the what if, as you said, the Dress-Rehearsal. What if it's intentional? You understand? We must get serious in this country. Elon Musk, Starlink, has been in the world for some time, and Nigeria has started with it. Ghana here, instead of our NCA to go and see Elon Musk or Starlink and start making talks to see how they can bring it to Ghana, they rather release a press statement saying that they've not approved this in Ghana. They are waiting for Elon Musk to come and beg them and pay them bribes.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Yes, Osofo, how are you?
I am good. What about you?
I'm greater than Accra.
The season of Lent is indeed blessing us.
Right.
And that of Ramadan as well.
That's
my brother,
right.
the sabotees are back with the 92.5.
They are back, eh?
Hey, they are disturbing this morning. And do you know one funny thing?
No.
When you start, and they'll be playing gospel. But before, but if you don't start, it is normal. They'll be having their political debate. Immediately you started, they'll be playing gospel. And please, my brother, allow people also long. In fact, they are longing to hear, in fact, to have your frequency. Especially there's this Reverend minister who loves Black Rasta too much.
Right.
My brother, straight to the point. Today I'll go to the prisons. So let's go to scripture. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 3. Remember those who are in prison as though you were in prison with them. Remember those who are suffering as though you are suffering as they are. My brother, I've come to observe one thing. After the exit of ex-President Kufuor, it was 60 pesos, that was per day, they are feeding guns. Then His Excellency the late Atamis increased it to 180 pesos.
60 pesos per
my
meal.
brother, yes. Yeah, I remember the days of S.Y. Mahama. He started a FIAC project. Even you can even
Project
adopt the
FIAC.
hostels. Yes, you
With
can even adopt
Reverend
a
Stephen Wengam.
Well, precise. Who is now the General Superintendent of Assemblies of God, Ghana. Even you can even send one CD a day, and at least life was getting improved. Even for the first time visited in one prison, that day it was a party. I mean, ex-President Mahama. But after that, my brother, even he was granting them pardon. Ever since this government took over, Akufo-Addo and Bawumia, they have never granted any prisoner pardon.
Oh, are you sure?
I mean,
Are you
I
sure?
am sure. Oh, my brother, only the political ones. You know why I'm saying that?
No.
When you come to a Wusu prison camp, those days I met some 10 prisoners, inmates who were working outside. Then I asked permission, give them some food and water, even ate with them. At a point, somebody even called home and told my mom that, am I now a prisoner? Then my mom said he doesn't know. In fact, my brother, along the way, I gave them the gospel. Do you know that the two of them got repented? One told me he was harboring evil. That when he was released, he would come back and pay back evil spiritually. This time not spiritually. Sorry, not physically, because he thought he was wrongfully hurt, sent to prison. But he got changed. He got changed as 4 months to their time. The 10 inmates that I met ate and preached the gospel to them. They were released before their time.
So there are 794 prisoners who were granted amnesty in 2020.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes.
There maybe, if I stand to be corrected, we are all learning. And we are all learning. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful. Thank you so much. Great. Good morning. Manye Papa Blabo.
As the scripture says, when the wicked ruleth, the nation suffers. No wonder we are suffering because the wicked one is ruling. And I'm saying this because, you see, this doomsday issue is too much. Now to the sense, now we have doomnet. And you ask yourself, like, what are all this? And you see, it's shocking in Kwabenyao. I don't know your area. How on earth will you give us 13 hour doomsday? You give us back the light goes off again, 3 hours. It came back in the evening, 7:30. It went off, it came back almost 11. What is really happening? Dubik Mahama. Are you also not showing respect? Don't forget you are not now. And if you're nothing at all, not let you respect a lot. Just give us timetable. We are not afraid of doing so. It has happened. And according to the clueless and the incompetent President Kufuor, he said he has solved it. What is really happening? Could people come back and say it is not generation capacity, but it's like buying a new car and you don't know the car will work. I mean, stuck at on your way going to a program.
Okay.
What is really happening?
Thank you.
Just give us a schedule so that we will know that maybe 6 hours I'll go do. After 6 hours I'll come so. I want to become a problem.
Thank you.
Just come on this thing.
Thank you. Good morning.
So good morning, Johnny.
Yes, boss.
This is Ataka. I'm calling from Accra, and this is my first time. I've been listening to you every morning, but this is my first time.
Thank you so much for getting through and calling us. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Please, this morning I'm very much devastated. And I don't know. Whenever I watch my old school, they are writing exam. I feel as if, in fact, I should just collapse because they don't have desks, they don't have table entry, they don't have anything. They write exam like group work.
Which school is this?
I want to send you some pictures so that you see what I'm talking about.
Which school is this? Which school is this?
Town Secondary School. Then
in the Volta region.
In the Volta region.
Near Aplao.
That is the only school, Aflawu and Enclaves, that, I mean, they serve all those areas.
I see.
In fact, I will send you a picture, please. I want like you so that you see what I'm talking about.
I hear you.
Even the last time we the old students, we have to purchase over 200 desks to them. But yes, still, and they're talking about free HHS, and the children are suffering. And some of them sit on the ground to write exam.
Thank you very much. We'll look into it. Good morning.
Johnny, good morning. Samuel from Medina.
Sammy? Yes, sir. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Johnny.
Yes, boss.
If I haven't seen any useless institution like NCA, I've seen enough. Johnny. And I'll tell you, please,
take your time. Take your time.
Please. Yes, I'm speaking. Because this is a country where we depend a lot on internet, okay? And why can't we have our own personal one? This is just, if you go to most of African countries, they have their own personal internet.
Oh, but they explain that there are a few redundancies that they have to depend on other.
That's why I'm saying that we don't need any explanation. That's why I'm saying that they are very useless. Because when they come to sing, what they know is how to block people's sins. That's what they know. They don't know anything. In a country population like 38 million, we can't own our own satellite. Can you imagine? What are you talking about?
Thank you.
Actually, my heart is pain.
It's okay. Don't get BP over some of these issues. Nobody cures BP. It's only managed. Good morning. Yes, sir.
Johnny, something is really worrying me.
What is it, please?
You spoke about something, but in just a second, you spoke about how taxpayers are paying tax, but the mismanagement.
Right. Tax utilization and tax mobilization.
My question this morning is that would there be a time that genuinely many you was am I a prison?
Abusua Ghana for you ntamu nyina mo ma adwen che obi abeso o kire na adwen fa asem wo abusua ntina comment section no abusua so kire wa adwen se obi a kire na adwen wo call session no abusua so kire wa adwen wo comment section no se abusua man Ghana di wom sisi am no ene ne pa na se ye po man Ghana foforo na abusua question, the main question I say the top-notch question now is say total blackout are now Ghana experience. This total blackout now during election 2024, see what will happen? What will be the reaction of Ghanaians? Thank you.